Or you can see the blue lights.
And look at what Colby did for us. He was flying through here.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know the speed limit.
Ask him if he had a seatbelt on.
Okay, so today we got fan mail. And so we're going to be coloring, like Carly already colored them. So, and this is fun. I really love them. They're very good. I like them. Hang them up because you can see those little holes.
On the Christmas tree, you can hang them up.
Yeah, we can hang them up. And we have some Christmas trees in our room. So, yeah, we can hang them up after we color them. Thank y'all guys for giving us this mail. It's gonna be so fun to put on the Christmas tree.
As you guys know, we always love getting mail from you guys, our viewers. All the girls in there doing their happies to put on their Christmas tree. Thank you, Miss Wendy, that was very sweet. And Colby and I also got a This Farmhouse Believes ornament for our tree. It is absolutely adorable. We are putting it on the tree right now. So thank you, Miss Wendy, for that. We love getting mail from all you guys. This is something that I have needing to be doing for a long time, and I have just been putting it off, not intentionally, just because it's the holidays and has been a really busy time. So this wax has been on the counter for several months, unfortunately. So I've just got some water that I'm heating up over here in my pot. Then I'm going to be adding my wax over into that water, and once it gets fully melted, I have some old cheesecloths here, and this is just some green bean like tin cans. They were like old cans that I kept, and I'm gonna be using my clothespins, snapping that cheesecloth over on those tins and pouring the wax and water mixture over in those. Basically, the cheesecloth is gonna catch all the impurities. The water will go to the bottom. The wax will actually come to the top and harden. And once that happens, I'll get that out, melt it down again, strain it through the cheesecloth again, and this time I'm going to actually be pouring it in molds. And I have some molds over here that I actually did last time, and they are super cute. I have the wax that I did last time, so this was like a bag that I did last time. I don't have that much wax, so I won't be able to do this much, but this is the mold that I have that I've got to try to find. It's super, super cute. Finally getting the beeswax off the counter. I literally work every day doing different projects and just have not got around to doing the beeswax. But today is the day. I've got to get it off of my counter, and I pretty much caught up with everything else except for this. I still have to get our fall and winter clothes in the closets. Yes, it is December, and I'm just getting to that. Thankfully, here in Mississippi, we don't have extremely cold days until late December. Even though I feel like I'm behind, I'm actually not that behind. I'm going to show you guys my wax as soon as I get done with it, just so y'all can see how pretty it comes out from this stage, coming from this to what it looks like when I'm done with it. Also share my thoughts on doing wax inside. It's not something that I love to do. Melted wax that gets on the surfaces of stuff is very hard to clean off. I wish I would have thought to go outside and do it today, but I've already gotten started, so we're just gonna hang tight. I don't have a whole lot to do today, so that will hopefully make it a little bit easier, but also putting any type of old towels, wax paper, anything down like that under your like containers or molds, whatever you're pouring in, will help you out tremendously for any spills or anything like that you have. That will most definitely help you in your cleanup process, because I have made the mistake of pouring it and getting it on my counters, and I've scraped it off with knives, hot spatulas, everything else you can think of to get it off, because wax is really hard to clean up. So just keep that in mind if you decide to do this inside for whatever reason. Like I said, I don't have a lot today, so I think I'm just gonna hang tight in here and finish this process inside. Process, you can see I still have some dirtiness in my wax, and underneath, you see this on top because I pressed down on it a while ago, and you can see underneath this was my water and honey, and it's still pretty hot. But what I need to do is break this off of the edges, as you can see kind of what I'm doing. And this, I'm cleaning my pot again now with hot water, so all of the stuff right here, this not clean wax, I'm gonna boil this out and walk outside and pour it out so that I can get this back in the pot to melt down again, and it's got to go through a strainer again before I get the wax like it needs to be. So I'm just going to take this out of this little tin by going around the edges and loosening that up and putting it back into the pot and remelting it down.
Actually, everywhere's upstairs.
So this is what it actually looks like coming out of the tin. Now I had to break it up into some pieces to get it out, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to be remelting it anyway. It's not the final product. I have to clean it again. I just wanted to show y'all that, what that wax looks like. So appearance has already changed tremendously. This is what's left in the tin, which I'm about to just dump in the pig bucket because it's literally honey and water. Now, so the really cool thing about doing this and rendering my own wax is because I make a lot of body products that we use here on our homestead, and I sell to our local community. Things like sunscreen, chapstick, diaper rash ointment, or any type of skin salve, anything like that requires beeswax. By using the wax that we get out of our bees hive, allows it to be no waste, and it's natural, wholesome goodness that you just cannot get even just buying. You don't get something that is truly straight out of a hive. That's really good to have. Amazing product. This is just one of the steps that is done to create the beeswax so that we can use it in our products at home and to sell to our local community. Final product, aren't they cute? Ended up with this whole little mold and a little piece of another one. A whole lot. I knew it wasn't going to be a whole lot, but I'm so glad that it's done. These will go down in my storage cabinet, and next time I get ready to make any of my homemade products, it actually still smells like honey, even though the honey has been extracted from it. It's a really cool process. So you guys got to watch us go from the very start of the beeswax, basically straight out of the hive, even though it sat on the counter for a few months. It basically come out of the hive to the rendered down final product, and I'm glad you guys got to watch that process, as it was kind of like in a fast forward motion for y'all, because it does take a little bit of time. It is kind of time consuming to do, but I'm glad you guys got to watch that, and it turned out to be a clean, beautiful little block of beeswax as its final product. Where are we going, y'all? That is not something we do very often down here in what we call the SIP. So there is a setup that is about an hour away from us. They also have
Bumper cars on ice.
Bumper cars on ice. How cool is that? You're taking the kids out for a cool afternoon downtown where the ice skating rink is set up, and it has been some years since we've ice skated. Actually, the last time we went and ice skated was about an hour away from where we live. We're gonna have to see who busted first, but just crossing our fingers that nobody breaks anything.
Yeah, or you can see the blue lights.
And look at what Colby did for us. He was flying through here.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know the speed limit.
Ask him if he had a seatbelt on.
The kids are up next. All right, girls. All right, girls. I want to see you do good. Was that fun?
Oh, so fun. Let's go ice skating. It's time to ice skate.
Hey, y'all clean your hands.
It's your turn to go, Jenny.
All right, skate. Woo! Good job. You're rocking it. Be careful. Hey, watch the people do. Girl. Huh? Are you having fun?
Yes.
I didn't see Mom and Jenny yet. It's like extremely loud, but what do you think? It's like a million people on this ice.
It's way too many people out here.
Hey, I'm proud of these kids though. They all did really good.
I taught them how to skate.
You taught them how to skate.
Rollerblading in the house paid off.
That's right. Rollerblading in the house paid off.
Well, I would be willing to say it is way past our bedtimes.
So we've had a long day, a fun day to spend some time as a family together. And I'm tired. I'm ready to get home.
He fun memories made. We always say